kind of story of our football team the last few weeks. We don't start very quick, but we kind of finished pretty strong. And today was no different, other than the fact that I thought our defense played really well in the first half and kept us in the ball game. A couple mistakes there, here and there in the first half on their part, but they played a tremendous game. I thought, unfortunate the third down play there at the end. But offensively today, we were just dominated by a really good defense and a really good coaching staff that had a game plan that was ready to shut us down. It was ready to shut us down. I mean, it was no secret they have great players. They've got great players up front. They've got as good a skill position players in the secondary. Well, we knew all that, and we knew it was a tall task going in. But I never felt like it was going to be the way it started out. It was just as if we were, just off rhythm, so to speak. Quarterback in the first half play wasn't very good. Our O-line play, we couldn't get him pushed, run the football. Backs couldn't make any headway running. Had trouble getting guys open. And that continued until about the fourth quarter. I don't know if they relaxed a little bit, but we had a play here and there and got some momentum swinging our way and carried it down there. And, just like I have the past few games, I thought we were going to have an opportunity to take the last drive down there and have a potential game-winning score. But as it turned out the last 2 weeks, we didn't have that. We didn't have the juice to finish and win the football game. Any questions?
Shawn, you mentioned the past couple of weeks that even with the losses, the team's still having fun. Did the 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter kind of restore the fun and energy? Are you guys still energetic in this season?
Oh, yeah. You don't have a team that's not having fun. And certainly the first 3 quarters wasn't all that fun. I mean, let's just be honest when you say it. It wasn't. It wasn't. But there wasn't ever a look on a man's face that I thought where they were giving up. It really wasn't. You could see it in their eye when we put those back-to-back scores together. I mean, they were ready to go. Ready to go. If you look at our defense, and they were playing lights out. They were, making stop. They would hit a play here and there, but they really played well, and there was no quit in them. They were out there having the time of their life as much as they could without having any help from us.
Coach, why did things click in the fourth quarter? Did you guys find something, just protect better? What happened there?
Same plays. We came back out, and they were kind of sitting on our receivers a lot, and we thought we could throw the ball over the top. We took a couple chances and hit them, and we got that first drive on the scoring drive. We were able to move the football on the ground a little bit. It wasn't anything that was changed. It's just plays were being made. Players were blocking. Receivers making the catches, and protection was there, and Perry was making good decisions in the throws.
Did you give any thought to bringing Connor Mitch into the game in the first 3 quarters?
There was definitely some thought. There was a time there that we thought we were going to make a change and see how it was going. I didn't want to go to an all-out passing game. I really didn't. I thought that may get away from us. We thought about bringing Nunez back in there and running the quarterback a little bit more, but there was definitely consideration.
The play with Nunez was supposed to be was supposed to be reversed to Cooper there?
It was.
Kind of playing off Heath's question, was there anything that Florida did in the first 3 quarters that you didn't expect or kind of kept you off balance, or was it just, as you said, they're a good defense?
They were good defense. They're well coached. They've got great athletes. We were overmatched. We were overmatched right there in the first half. And they were just making plays, They were making plays.
Could you pinpoint one particular thing that Florida was doing that kind of kept Faro really kind of mostly out of the game outside of that one big play?
They've got great skill position players. They've got great cover guys. I mean, there's a lot of guys over there that's going to play a long time in the league at the next level. I just think the athleticism matched up against his was probably what kept him at bay.
Coach, you guys are averaging just about 3 points in the first quarter. Is there anything that you can pinpoint as why the team's continuing to start slow?
Yeah. When you have missed assignments and you're not blocking successfully, you're not running the right play that's called, that tends to eliminate the points being put on the board. So I hope that answers your question. Back to your room.
Seemed like Florida was in 3rd and long a lot of times, but you guys struggled at times to get off the field. I think they were 11 and 19 on 3rd down. Obviously, tough to get off the field when they can sustain a drive with 1 3rd down.
I know. That was the frustrating part because we were playing so well against the run, and I kept telling them, in our conversations with the staff, I said, they're not going to beat us running the football. They're not going to beat us running the football. Be prepared for the 3rd down situation. And, they would hit it. And, early on we weren't getting any pressure, none whatsoever. I mean, he was staying back there, and if we were in zone coverage, he'd have time to a receiver would get turned loose after a certain amount of time. And it's hard for a secondary if you're not getting push up front to maintain coverage. I don't care who you are. But that changed a little bit there in the second half, and we got some pressure, and they started doing a much better job getting their hands up, and that's why we were probably a little bit better in the second half than the first.
Shawn, you guys seem to be playing almost harder as the games go on. What can you say about the leadership of this team, and specifically the captains who have kind of a tough task this season? What can you say about those guys?
Yeah, those guys, Mike Matulis, Isaiah, T.J. Holloman, Sky Moore, all those guys. Farrell Cooper. Those guys want to play as well and make this this season with everything that's going on. They want to make it as memorable, as they can. They're strong-willed individuals. When you get voted captain by your teammates, that says a lot. It says a lot, and they're doing exactly what captains need to be doing. They're staying the course. They're encouraging, and they're trying to better our football team.
Shawn, your mood at halftime when you were addressing the team, was it more upset, angry, or frustrated?
Frustration. Frustration. I couldn't pinpoint probably the cause of us offensively not doing as well as I would have liked, being shut down. It was just us not making plays, and then, certain individuals, we throw a play in there and they come back and just didn't get the job done, and that was the frustrating part. And then, of course, the 1st and 2nd down, so defensively that we played so well, and the 3rd down situation where we didn't play so well. And that's frustrating. Anytime you go stymie a guy on 1st and 2nd down or an offensive football team and then just let it slip up on a 3rd down situation, it's got to be frustrating. So my mood was more frustration, and my message was we've got to eliminate that and do much better in the second half. Josh.
Preseason, Coach Spurrier expressed optimism that this team was close to returning to what it had been in that 3-4 year stretch in the early 2000s. But you're sitting here at 1-7. Did you feel like this was a possibility, or are you as surprised as everybody else to be where you are, one loss wise?
Well, we lost some pretty good players a year ago. Defensively, we weren't very good. We made. Brought in the addition of a couple of defensive players, but, to sit back there in August and say, we were going to make a run at the SEC championship, you might could have said that, but realistically, I didn't think we had the horses at that point to go make the run. And I don't think anybody can sit up here and tell you that they thought we did. They thought we did, but we've got good players. We've got to get better players. We've got to do a better job coaching in order to get back where we need to return to the 10, 11 win seasons. So that's what we've got to do.
With this particular kind of team, how how troubling is it when you have kind of the third down issues that sort of flowed into you guys not being able to keep the offense on the field and them sort of dominating possession?
So, I'm sorry?
How much damage does that cause with the kind of team you have not being able to control the ball as you did, especially against a team like Florida?
Well, I think I know what you said, but we've got to stay on the field. There in the first half, if you look at our play sheet, I think we had 22 plays in the first half. We weren't staying on the field. We were a lot of 3-and-outs. We were 4-and-outs. I think our first drive was maybe 7 plays, but offensively we've got to do a better job of handling the football. Our success for us as a football team and the formula for it to win is we've got to stay on the field and we've got to run the football and we've got to manage the game and let our defense play well going forward. But we didn't do that today, and we've got to work on it.
Shawn, there was a national media report this afternoon that you guys have been told not to take any commitments from any high school players to save them for the next staff. Is that accurate?
A national media report that we're not taking any commitments?
Correct.
I don't think anyone's called up and tried to commit in the last week, so no, that's not accurate. Anything else?
Shawn, what's the story behind the helmets?
Oh, when you're in a situation like we're in, and we're, I think struggling a bit. We haven't won the last few games. You got to change things up, and there's times, of course, if you were winning, to change things up. It's been done around college football for for the last few years, but it just came to me. I thought it may be a good idea to get the guys excited, a little bit more energy, and thought we'd bring out the new decal, and the response was positive from our team. I'm not really sure what it was from the outsiders or our fans, but I thought the look was okay. The look was nice, and I told them right before we went out, I said, these helmets don't make the team. I said, it's what you put inside the helmet that's going to go out and win the football game. But I just thought I'd change it up a little bit. Thank you.